The air in Solaria shimmered with an unnatural light, a constant reminder of the city's technological dominance. Yet beneath this veneer of perfection, shadows lurked. 17-year-old Kale Riven, an orphan yearning to become a guardian, the city's elite protectors dreamt of upholding this illusory order. But his dream shattered when he stumbled upon a forbidden shade relic, an artifact said to grant immense power and corrupt its wielder. Suddenly, Kale was thrust into a world of conspiracies. The Guardians, once his idols, were revealed as enforcers of an oppressive regime, their loyalty to the enigmatic Equinox Council unquestioned. Alara Solon, his mentor, a guardian shrouded in mystery, offered guidance, but her motives remained unclear. Was she a friend or a foe? Meanwhile, Draven Core, the charismatic leader of Umbra, the rebellious underworld, sought to overthrow Solaria. Initially perceived as a villain, Draven's actions slowly revealed a deeper truth. He fought for a world free from the Council's manipulation. As Kale delved deeper into the secrets of his world, he discovered a chilling truth. His own heritage was intertwined with the Council's founding, making him a pawn in their grand game. The journey was fraught with danger, filled with betrayals, and tested the limits of his morality. Illyra, his mentor, ultimately betrayed him, but her sacrifice, though unexpected, exposed the Council's true nature, leaving Kale grappling with his emotions and the weight of the truth. The climax saw Kale, against all odds, overthrowing the Council, but victory proved bittersweet. The power vacuum left behind threatened to plunge the world into chaos. Kale, the boy who once dreamt of upholding order, now faced the daunting task of rebuilding, ensuring that the very corruption he fought against did not take root once more. The story concluded with a sense of uncertainty, leaving readers to ponder the future of this divided world. Was Kale destined to become the hero he once aspired to be, or would the weight of his past and the burden of leadership ultimately consume him? The ending hinted at a future filled with new challenges, new alliances, and new enemies, promising a continuation of Kale's epic struggle for justice in a world forever altered by his choices. Chapter 2: The Weight of Freedom. The Council, the invisible hand that had guided Solaria for centuries, lay shattered. Their grip on power broken, the city descended into a chaotic state. Factions, long suppressed by the Council's iron fist, emerged from the shadows, vying for control. Umbra, though initially allies, now found themselves in a precarious position. Their fight for freedom had inadvertently unleashed a power vacuum, a maelstrom threatening to engulf them all. Kale, the reluctant hero, found himself thrust into the role of a leader. The people, weary of oppression but wary of new tyranny, looked to him for guidance. He, the orphan who had once yearned to be a guardian, now faced the daunting task of rebuilding a shattered society. The first challenge was to restore order. The city, once a beacon of technological advancement, now teetered on the brink of anarchy. Food shortages plagued the populace, the energy grid faltered, and crime surged. Kale, with the help of loyal friends like Draven and the remnants of Alyra's faction, worked tirelessly to stabilize the situation. However, the threats were manifold. The remnants of the Council, scattered but not defeated, plotted their return. Xenon, a ruthless former council member, emerged as a new antagonist, seeking to exploit the chaos and seize power for himself. He amassed an army of loyalists, armed with advanced weaponry and fueled by a desperate desire for revenge. Kale, realizing the gravity of the situation, sought to forge alliances. He reached out to neighboring cities, offering aid and cooperation in exchange for recognition of Solaria's independence. Some welcomed the offer, seeing an opportunity for a new era of cooperation. Others, wary of Solaria's past, remained hesitant, fearful of its potential for renewed dominance. As the threat from Xenon loomed, Kale made a difficult decision. He embraced the Shade Relic, the very artifact that had once threatened to consume him. He learned to control its power, not to wield it for personal gain, but as a weapon against those who sought to enslave his people. The relic, once a symbol of corruption, now became a symbol of hope, a last line of defense against tyranny. The final battle was a fierce and bloody affair. Xenon's forces, though well-equipped, were no match for the combined might of Solaria's defenders, bolstered by Kale's newfound power. In a climactic confrontation, Kale, using the relic's energy, disabled Xenon's weapons, forcing him to surrender. With the threat neutralized, Solaria began the long road to recovery. Kale, though physically and emotionally scarred, remained steadfast. He established a new governing council, one that prioritized the needs of the people and fostered a spirit of cooperation and equality. However, the journey was far from over. The scars of the past ran deep, trust had been broken, and the specter of tyranny lingered. Kale knew that true peace would require more than just the absence of war. It demanded healing, reconciliation, and a commitment to justice and freedom.